Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Counselors and by StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. Just a couple of announcements before we get started. You're going to be hearing from a number of universities today who will each be giving a short presentation, and they would love to answer your questions. So use the Q&A button on your screen to ask questions of our presenters at any time. And you can address those questions to any one of the universities that are here, or ask general questions about applying to college, application process, really anything that you're wondering about related to college admission is fair game. So your camera and your microphone are turned off. The panelists can't see or hear you. That Q&A button is really the only means you have to communicate with us, but I encourage you to use it. Also, this is just one of many different sessions that are happening as part of this College Fair series. So be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com, Virginia. This presentation will also be recorded, so you can come back to that website in about a week to revisit this presentation, or if you're missing some other college presentation, you can view theirs as well at that same website. So without any further ado, I'll turn it over to our presenters. And first up, we have Sean from Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Thank you very much. Hopefully this all works, comes up. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sean Jones. I am one of the Associate Directors of Admissions here at Indiana University of Pennsylvania, better known as IUP. Also with me this morning, I have a colleague, Mr. Lance Marshall. Lance will be answering questions in the chat room, so if anyone has any general or specific questions about IUP, please feel free to send them. The presentation that we have for you this morning, it's quick, it's brief, it's to the point. More importantly, it addresses the most important or the most common questions we typically get from parents and students. So with that being said, let's get started. What I'd like to do is to start off by providing everyone with some general information about IUP. We are a state-owned university located in Western Pennsylvania. We're approximately 45 minutes to an hour east of Pittsburgh. Here at IUP, we have over 10,000 students that attend our university, making us one of the largest universities in the state of Pennsylvania. Of those 10,000 students, about 8,000 are undergraduate students, and a little over 2,000 are graduate students pursuing either a master's degree or a PhD. Our students attend IUP from around the world, representing 50 countries as well as 46 states. 7% of our students are out-of-state students. Because of the academic quality of our programs, as well as a tuition discount we offer to out-of-state students, the majority of these students are from the state of Virginia. Do you have my major is one of the most popular questions that not only we get, but most colleges and universities get. Here at IUP, we offer over 130 undergraduate majors, 70 minors, as well as 30 certificate programs, 40 master's degree programs, and 14 doctoral programs. All of these programs fall underneath the 6 colleges that we have listed. The largest college we have here at IUP is the College of Humanities and Social Science. Our smallest college is the College of Fine Arts. Most popular majors, you're looking at education, criminology, communication media, pre-law, pre-med, nursing, psychology, and anything that deals with business. Some of our more unique programs, you're looking at speech language pathology, interior design, and environmental health. Whatever your career goal may be, you will have the opportunity to create your own path here at IUP through any combination of double majoring, major mining, or adding a certificate program. How will you learn? Here at IUP, learning takes place in many different ways, both inside and outside of the classroom. Our average class size, you're looking at anywhere between 30 to 35 students. Our student-to-teacher ratio, you're looking at 16:1. This gives our professors the opportunity to know their students, and our students get an opportunity to know their professors. 98% of our classes are taught by full-time faculty, not graduate assistants, and all of our professors have office hours. Despite the array of academic support services we have here at IUP, if you need help, you have a direct line to your professor. In other words, your professor will become your first tutor. Here at IUP, we want you to also learn by doing. You'll learn by getting hands-on experience, by doing research with our faculty, by participating in either a study abroad or national student exchange program. We offer our students over 300 study abroad opportunities, as well as 375 national student exchange locations. So for example, if you are a student and you're interested in doing a semester at the University of Hawaii, or if you're interested in studying in France, we offer these opportunities and many more. Also here at IUP, Each year on our campus, we host anywhere between 3 to 4 job fairs where we will invite local, state, national, and international companies to our campus. This provides our students with opportunities to network, apply, and interview for both internships as well as full-time employment. Each year, 3,000 of our students participate in internship opportunities here at IUP. Our students have interned at some of the largest companies in the world, from Tesla to IBM to Disney, just to name a few. It's important to us here at IUP that taking what you've learned both inside of the classroom and outside of the classroom is extremely important. And this is the reason why 98% of our students, once they graduate, either go to graduate school or get a job once they graduate. Where would I live and eat here on campus? Here at IUP, we have 11 resident halls, 4 dining facilities. Our students have 6 different living options to choose from. You can choose from a single person suite or a 4-person suite. All of our resident halls have Wi-Fi, laundry room, microwaves, and refrigerators, all of the basic comforts that you will get at home. Freshman students are required to live on campus. However, freshmen are also allowed to have cars on campus. We also offer our students different living and learning communities. This is a great way to make friends and meet students with similar interests. If you are interested in living on a floor with all nursing majors or all business majors, you would have that opportunity to do that here at IUP. We encourage all of our students to get involved on campus. Getting involved is easy. We have more than 200 clubs and organizations, from fraternities, sororities, service organizations, as well as 19 Division II varsity sports. All of our athletic teams are constantly ranked each year nationally, with both our men and women's basketball team making the Final Four in recent years. How do you get started? How do you apply to IUP? There are 3 things you want to keep in mind before applying. 1 is that we're on a rolling admissions basis, so we do not have a deadline. 2, we do not have an application fee, so it does not cost you anything to apply to IUP. And 3, we are test optional. If you have your SAT test scores, if you have your ACT test scores and you want to send them in to us, you're more than welcome to do so. Letters of recommendations and essays, they're optional. Financing your IUP education starts with completing the FAFSA form. Our recommendation is that you have that completed by January 15th. Regardless of whether you are in state or out of state, our merit-based scholarships are open to all students. Once you have been admitted, you will automatically be considered for scholarship money here at IUP. We have plenty of options to help you explore IUP. If you're interested in our open house or weekday program or visiting us here on campus, please visit our website and sign up. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram. If you'd like to get in contact with me, you can reach me at Sean Jones seanjones@iup.edu. And the number is 724-357-7948. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you.
And up next is Stephanie from Old Dominion University.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Like you said, my name is Stephanie Rudolph. I'm an admissions counselor at Old Dominion University. First, I want to invite you, if you all are interested in learning more about Old Dominion beyond today, if you want to be kept in the loop about any of our upcoming events or deadlines, please go ahead and scan that QR code in the center middle of the screen, and we can keep you in the loop on just things coming up. So we are located in Norfolk, Virginia, the southernmost part of Virginia. Our neighbor is Virginia Beach, so if you all love the beach or anything like that, we are about a 20-minute drive from the beach, and we are located just off of the Elizabeth River. Norfolk is actually the 2nd most populated city in the Commonwealth, followed by Virginia Beach being the largest. So you do get a great metropolitan feel, but if you like that rural feel, you can definitely get that here as well. It's just not too far of a drive away. So Old Dominion was founded in 1929 as the Norfolk division of the College of William and Mary. However, we did separate from them, and in 1960, we did gain our own university status. Even though we have not a lot of years compared to some of the other schools in the Commonwealth, we do like to say that gives us a very youthful and innovative edge. And we are also an incredibly diverse and inclusive campus as well. So some fast figures and facts about Old Dominion. We do have 25,000 students in total. Those 25,000 do include our undergraduate, graduate, as well as online students. We have 7 academic colleges, including our Honors College. So if you are a high-achieving student and you're interested in joining the Honors College, you are more than welcome to apply as soon as you receive admission to Old Dominion. We have 33 SHEV award-winning faculty members. SHEV stands for the State Council of Higher Education in Virginia, and that is the highest award that a faculty member can receive. We are very proud of that number. We are the second most awarded university in the state, just followed right behind William and Mary, but they have a couple hundred years of experience on us, so we're going to catch up to them here very shortly. We do have 17:1 as the student to faculty ratio. What this translates into is much smaller class sizes, a more intimate setting where you can really get to know your faculty members as well as your fellow classmates, and then 98 undergraduate majors to choose from. We also have several certificate programs, minors, and then of course, if you want to continue your education with us, plenty of master's and PhD programs as well. We have 300 student clubs and organizations, really something for everybody, but if for some reason one of those 300 doesn't fit your idea of what you want to join, you are more than welcome to start your own club. All you need is just a few friends and a faculty signature, but those can range anything from like clubs that are specific to majors. We have a ghost hunting club that's really popular right now, given that it is October. We have video game clubs, really something for everybody, like I said. We do have 30 fraternities and sororities on campus. These fraternities and sororities fall into either a social, a service, or a multicultural organization. We have 14 different housing options. Freshmen are not allowed, or not required, I'm so sorry, required is the word I meant to say, to live on campus. But if you would like to live on campus, you are more than welcome to. We do guarantee housing for all freshman students and do offer it for upperclassmen students as well. As a freshman, you'll live in one of our suite style residence halls, which means that you'll never have a community restroom. You're going to have a room with you, or a restroom with you and your roommate. And then at most, sometimes you'll have a pod style room, so you'll share with the room next to you as well. But at the absolute most, you'll only be with 3 other people as far as sharing a restroom goes, which we are very proud of. All of our residence halls have either been newly renovated or newly built. And then we do have 17 different dining locations. These are awesome. They range anything from some of your more fast food typed options that everyone's familiar with, you know, Jimmy John's, Chick-fil-A, Qdoba Steak and Shake. And then we also have our traditional dining hall typed options. My personal favorite is the Broderick Dining Commons. It's our newest dining commons located in the heart of campus, right next to a lot of the freshman residence halls. You can find food from all over the world there. One of the most popular areas is the sushi stand. There's also a taco stand. And then we have your basics, you know, the pizza, hamburgers, all of those things. And if you have any kind of dietary restrictions, no worries, we have you covered there as well. So for our applications, they are currently open. If you are a senior, I know you know this, but it is not too early to start applying. You can find our application on our website at odu.edu/apply, or you can use the Common App. Either one works great for us. Along with the application, there is a $50 non-refundable application fee, and we do require your official high school transcripts. SAT and ACT scores are a little different for us this year. In years past, they were required. However, we do understand that students are having some difficulties getting registered for the events and the tests this year. So we have chosen to allow all students to apply as test optional if you're looking to begin in the fall of 2021. If you get to take the SAT or the ACT, you are still encouraged and more than welcome to submit those scores to us. And we also allow you to do a self-report option. Self-report means that if you know what your scores are, you can put them on your application. This will allow us to get an admission decision to you much more quickly, and then you'll just need to submit those official scores after you've been admitted. December 1st is our early action deadline. This really just gives you priority to receive an admission decision from us and priority for our merit-based scholarship. The merit-based scholarship is not something that you need to apply for. You are automatically considered for it upon submitting your application. And if you are awarded the scholarship, you will be notified when you receive your acceptance letter. February 1st is our regular decision deadline. This is when we do recommend you have your application submitted. However, we do admit on a rolling basis, so we do continue to admit students until our incoming class is full. So you can see our in-state versus out-of-state tuition. It is important to note this is the absolute most amount of money that you will ever spend. You've heard it a million times, I'm sure. Make sure you get that FAFSA submitted. It'll really help you out. We also have our merit scholarship and so many other scholarship opportunities for freshman students. As you can see on your screen, about 80% of freshmen do receive financial aid if they apply for it. So definitely make sure you get that done. And that pretty much summarizes my presentation. If you would like to contact us, please go ahead and check out our website. We have lots of information about programs and things like that. You can give us a call, send us an email with the contact information on your screen. I do also want to plug an open house that we have coming up here in just a couple of days. It's going to take place this Friday evening and then Saturday morning. You can find out lots more useful information about our university. You can attend different sessions that focus in your specific area of interest. So I would definitely recommend checking that out. And thank you so much. I hope you all have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. And up next, we have Dominic from the University of Lynchburg.
All right, thank you, thank you. Hey everyone, thank you for coming. My name is Dominic Butler. I'm an admissions counselor here at the University of Lynchburg. I'm in charge of the Maryland, DC, Delaware, as well as Arlington and Alexandria areas. But first, I'd like to talk about the city of Lynchburg itself. We're top 10 for the healthiest and happiest cities in the nation, as well as top 10 for millennials to move to. So it's a very friendly college down here. But let's dive into the school itself. We're known as one of the colleges that changes lives, and I believe that's something that we do best here. We rank among the region's best colleges ran, as well as one of the region's best colleges for value. I graduated here in 2019 and instantly felt like home the moment I stepped on campus here, and that's why I stayed here, and I hope it could feel like home to you too. So our class size, there are about 3,000 total students here, 2,000 at the undergrad level and 1,000 at the graduate level. So we definitely have these small classes. Your average class is going to be about 16, and you do have that 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you get a great relationship with your faculty, advising staff, as well as professors, and pretty much everyone here. Actually, my advisor is right there that you guys see on the screen. Still have great talks with him today. We have over 100 different majors and minors, as well as pre-professional programs here. So we pretty much have what you're looking for. And if we don't, it's okay. We're a liberal arts school, so you will dip your toes into a little bit of everything. And maybe we can help you find something that you might fall in love with. Maybe it's art, maybe it's something in the business field, maybe it's something somewhere that we might have. We want to help to build you to be the best person you can be. But maybe you already know what you want to be here, and that's okay too. We have these pathway programs for you. So if you're interested maybe in PA and medicine, physical therapy, athletic training, or many more programs, we have pathways programs here for you that you can actually go right into our graduate school, as well as doctoral programs. And a lot of these doctoral programs, like our Doctor of Physical Therapy, we actually hold seats for our own students here. So you'll pretty much be set on that 7-year track to get your Doctor of Physical Therapy. But your time here as an undergrad student, we want you to learn by doing. And we definitely, it's one of our core principles here at Lynchburg. And one example of it is our criminology majors. They definitely make sure that they're suitable for the real world and make sure they're a great professional before they even step out and get that job. And this is how they do it. They learn different fingerprinting tactics. They practice surveillance tactics as well, and even turn the campus into a mock crime scene with their local Lynchburg Police Department. They do tons of hands-on activities. You'll be walking to class at 8 a.m. or getting a coffee at 8 a.m. and you might see a mock crime scene. Don't worry, we're just making sure our students are capable of participating as well as doing all this stuff. Now, maybe you're interested in our health sciences field. We make sure that you have these tons of hands-on hours that you wouldn't get at a lot of other schools. We want to make sure you get that at the undergrad level. So we do have an anatomotage table, which is pretty much a big virtual table that you can look through the human body with, as well as we have our own cadaver labs here on campus. But maybe that's not your thing. If you're interested in business, we have real funds here available from our endowment that we allow our students to buy and sell in the stock market, part of our student ran investment fund. So if that's kind of your forte, we have that here for you as well. But we really focus on this high impact learning. And you're probably thinking, what is that other than the hands-on stuff? We really focus on getting you internships. And we want to make sure that you're a great professional, as well as you're very competitive when you get into that job market field. This is actually one of my hallmates, Nick, and he did his internship with the Department of Energy, as well as he worked where they did the Manhattan Project. He actually built telescopes that we use at our Belk Observatory today with a 3D printer. So we make sure you have this hands-on material that you can do. We also want you to see the world. We have students that come from over 35 different states and 15 different countries. We want to make sure you can see those different countries from your own point of view. We go to every continent except for Antarctica, but maybe one day you can go there. But we do make this very feasible. 1 in 3 of our students will actually go on this. We have scholarships, financial aids, and grants available. But if you want to stay here on campus, you can do so too. We just want you to dig a little bit deeper. And by doing that, you can do your own research and as well as start your own thesis as soon as your freshman year here. And the professors here, the faculty and staff, they're here for you. They're here to help. They've done this research before, and they want to make sure you don't have to read thousands and thousands of paper. They want to make sure that you can get your work done. And they really care about your future as well as beyond Lynchburg. We really think about making someone a professional here. This is one of my buddies too, Landon. He was big into gaming. Now he runs his own gaming company. Nat Ladon, another close friend of mine, she had paying gigs her time here at the University of Lynchburg with zoos and national magazines across the nation. Now she works for Duke Athletics. Jamar, he's a senior policy coordinator of Health and Human Services, and he comes back and he works on our alumni board too. Emily Brown, I was a communications major here myself. I got to work hands-on with her through Skype and various occasions where she came back to campus and helped us out. Francesca, she's actually the head of America's Solutions for Architecture for Amazon. So all of these people that we just named and many more, they do our Hornet to Hornet where we bring back our alumni twice a year, and they pretty much help network as well as advise students. But we're all not about just the studying here. There's tons of things you can do after class. We have about 70 different clubs or organizations, as well as 2,000 events per year. Myself, I got hypnotized my sophomore year. That's probably one of my favorite events and one of my favorite memories here. But if that's not something you're interested in, we love our sports team. It's one big happy community here. We compete at the Division III NCAA level, and we're actually the only Division III team on ESPN. If you want to get off campus, we have adventures galore too. We have our outdoor leadership program that does tons of different events where you can go whitewater rafting, hiking, caving, etc. It's kind of a little plug in. We do offer on-campus visits right now from 10 to 2, as well as some select Saturdays. And we also have a virtual house coming up. Only things you'll need for your application are the application itself, as well as your official transcripts, essays, and tests were test optional. So we have that, and we usually get you a decision within 3 weeks because we are rolling admissions basis. Hope we can make this home for you. If you do, please feel free to reach out.
Thank you so much, Dominic. And up next is Taylor from Methodist University.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. Let me get my screen pulled up for you. All right. Well, I'm super excited to talk about my alma mater, but also where I call home now, Methodist University in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We are a small liberal arts university just located, like I said, in Fayetteville, not too far from the Virginia border. I would say once you cross over into North Carolina, we're about 2 hours down. We're approximately 2,300 total students, including our upper level degrees, with an average class size of 18 and a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So talk about really having individual attention in the classroom and across the board. Professors having required office hours, which makes them easily accessible to our students, but we have a number of services available to help our students be successful. A tutoring center, a writing center, my personal favorite, career services, because at the end of the day, our goal is to help you be a successful alumni and successful in your career or onto grad school. So they can help with a number of things from resume to cover letter to mock interviews, which they also have consultations done with our upper level program so that you can make sure that you're getting the best out of that experience. So you're more confident in that next step. Another extension of that is internships, which is something that most of our majors here require just to hold our students accountable to getting that experiential learning experience. It's so important that you can go into a job interview or into grad school with not only the confidence in the degree that you've chosen, but the abilities that you have because of the experience you've taken advantage of. We have over 86 different majors, minors, and concentrations, which we feel is very unique for a smaller school experience to have all of those things. So in addition to the individual attention, you have the ability to really cater your curriculum to exactly what you'd like to do in your future. If that's, not just academics, but getting involved on campus, we have over 100 clubs and organizations for students to get involved in, to include fraternity and sorority life, campus rec and intramural programs. So there are a number of things for students to keep you busy with weekly events all the time. And we're very proud of our diverse community, currently representing 35 states and 72 different countries. So you can really experience a part of the world right here on campus. But as many colleges, we offer a ton of study abroad opportunities with the ability to receive academic scholarships for study abroad with a GPA greater than a 3.0. So there's a number of ways for that to be very affordable for our students. We are in the process of having students back on campus for visits. However, if you'd like to check out our campus right now, after today, we do have our virtual tour that's available online that can show you different things about our campus. So definitely want to make sure I highlight that. Here are some of the top 10 programs at our university, so some of the most popular. As you can see in the parentheses, a lot of pre-professional pathways because of the upper level degrees that we offer. We do have a physician assistant studies program. We have doctoral programs in physical and occupational therapy. So those really draw a lot of our students towards biology, kinesiology, exercise and sports science, but some of our unique programs being an industrial and systems engineering program, forensic science, PGA golf management, so a number of things to draw our students in. Excuse me. Just to kind of give you an idea of the students that we've been recruiting the last couple of years, last year to kind of do middle 50%. I don't really like averages. I feel like they really isolate students on where they can fit into an experience here at Methodist. So last year, the middle 50% of our students that came to Methodist were between a 3.0 and 3.9, and 950 and 1130 on the SAT, and 17 and 23 on the ACT. So I really think that gives you an idea of where you may fall as you apply to Methodist. As many colleges, we've adjusted our process to everything going on, but it was a little bit of a silver lining for us. We have been talking about going test optional for quite some time. So this gives us the opportunity to kind of pull the trigger on that. So students can apply with their application, which is free to complete online. We do not require letters of recommendation or an essay, so it should only take you about 15 minutes to do, and all we'll need is your high school transcript in order to go through a test optional admissions process. We'll isolate your core GPA, so English, math, science, history, foreign language, and as long as that's a 2.5 or higher, you would be admissible. And we are awarding academic scholarships at the test optional level. But if you have taken a test or plan to test, you can submit that information, and that's a great way for additional scholarship opportunities. To kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking at, I'm a visual person, so I tried to make this as easy to see as possible, but we have our test optional bracket there on the bottom where you can see depending on your weighted GPA, and we will use the cumulative weighted GPA listed on your transcript. But if you've tested or choose to test, you can see how you may be able to grow your academic scholarship. Financial aid is a huge part of the process. As many colleges mentioned, the FAFSA opened last week, or might be 2 weeks now. And so wanted to make sure that you are working on that as soon as possible, not because we're going to run out of the aid that you're eligible for, but it gives you more time with your family to look over the balance. Last year, our average out-of-pocket cost was $18,000 with room, board, tuition, and fees and all aid awarded. So that comes down much significantly from where we start. So I like to give students some of that peace of mind. If you'd like to connect with me directly, my direct extension is listed here, as well as my email. Like I mentioned, we are having students on campus now with their families, so we'd love to have you come in person so you have the opportunity to meet. Maybe you can meet with a professor and learn more about how we can be a great fit for you. But thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you've enjoyed the rest of the presentations.
Thank you so much, Taylor. And finally, we have Scott from Bluefield College.
Hey everyone, thank you so much. My name is Scott Paul Hamus. I'm the Associate Director of Traditional Admissions here at Bluefield College, which is just a fancy way of saying that I work with students who want to study physically present on campus. We are a small Christian college located in the southwestern portion of the state of Virginia. We have about 1,200 students total, and that includes our graduate students in our 5 different master's programs, as well as dual enrolled students who are currently in high school. We do have a robust offering of 40 plus different academic programs, including the traditional liberal arts like the history, Englishes, social sciences, as well as a wide variety of medical and science-based programs as well, with our pre-professional programs that are in line with the study of law, like law school studies, as well as many medical programs. Our students come from about 32 different states and about 16 countries, and diversity and inclusion is very important to us. So about twice a month, we're doing different activities that are directed towards building an understanding of other cultures for our students. As a Christian college, we are Christ-centered, which means that each and every one of the faculty and staff that you'll interact with here at the college are Bible-believing Christians. And we do our work and we do our classroom studies in a way that's honoring to Christ. Like I said, the southwestern portion of the state of Virginia, we are about a 5.5-hour drive to the nation's capital in Washington, D.C., about a 4.5-hour drive to the Virginia state capital. We are about an hour and a half from the closest regional airport, that is in Roanoke, Virginia. It services all the way north to Washington, D.C., and all the way south to Tennessee, and you can also fly out to the Texas area. 3 hours south of us is Charlotte, North Carolina, and that's where you'll find the closest international airport where you can fly all over the world. There's 40 plus different programs you can see right here listed, all of the undergraduate programs. And I know there's a lot here, so I've included a couple places within this presentation, a QR code. You can scan that with your phone, and that will take you to a place on our website where you can give us a little more information about yourself or ask more specific questions. And I'd be happy to share this info with you. This slide also shows in that upper left, the pre-professional programs are the undergraduate on-campus programs. Below that, online studies and graduate programs. And the breakdown, for your understanding, about 1,200 students total. About half of those actually live and learn on campus, and the other half study online. So for your classes, you are looking at an average class size of about 15 and a student to faculty ratio of about 14, which leads to great interactions and great relationships with your faculty, not just in the classroom, but they may even invite you over to their house for dinner, which I've done on a number of occasions. Students are able to engage in 25 different programs for clubs here on campus. In particular, I'm actually the staff advisor of the Bass Fishing Club in one of our fraternities. We have a great time hanging out, getting to know each other, and just doing fun stuff that can kind of relieve you from all of your classroom studies. We do have a wide variety of intramurals, as well as different campus ministries and professional organizations. So things like Student Activities Leadership Team, the SGA, Students Today, Alumni Tomorrow. Those are all organizations that provide students with an opportunity to develop their professional skills and be involved with alumni in our area, in our community, for mentorship and internships. We are a Division I of the NAIA school. We compete in the Mid-South Conference and the Appalachian Athletic Conference in 18 different sports. And we do have, if you see the large Rams logo in the middle, that's our esports logo. We do offer a scholarship esports program where students are playing games like Fortnite, League of Legends. There's a bunch of different games that they play and are getting scholarship to play. And as a Division I school, we are offering scholarships to our student athletes based on their abilities. So I definitely want you to consider visiting with us. We are doing on-campus, physically in person, as well as online visit opportunities. You can scan that QR code, and that will take you to the place where you can register for those events. I want you to know that our estimated direct cost of $37,000, which is the highest out of pocket, pretty much no one pays that because we're offering high dollar scholarships based on a student's academics, based on fine arts, based on what they've accomplished in high school as well as in college. But for students who are getting ready to graduate high school, we do have a totally test optional application. We're not going to require that you take one of those tests. I just want to be able to see your high school transcript, or if you're looking at transferring from another college, we'll look at that college's transcript. But if you'd like, you can scan this different QR code and that will take you to our application. So definitely thanks so much for listening. All kinds of social media that you're able to click on and learn more about us. And I'll just throw up my info right here. Totally appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you very much, Scott. And that concludes the presentations. This is your last chance to ask any questions. If you have any questions, you can ask them now before we go, and we'll see if someone on the panel can answer them for you. If you came to hear at West Liberty University, my apologies, they were unable to join us this morning, they'll still get your contact information and be in touch, so you can reach out to them directly as well. And if we don't have any questions, then we'll go ahead and end. Thank you so much for joining us. When you close the window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd really appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Oh, we do have a question. They're just saying thank you. Thank you so much as well. We hope you have a great day too. When you close your window, there'll be a quick survey. Like I say, we appreciate your feedback. And like I mentioned before, this is just one of many sessions being hosted. So sign up for the others at strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at that same website. Thank you so much. Thank you very much to the panel and all of our presenters, all of the universities who participated today. Thank you for attending and hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.